Welcome to a new series on this new channel in which we will learn the basics of Unity. So, what is Unity? It is basically a game engine where you can make games. It's that easy, simple. So, off the bat, you will see three or four things. It's you know, this is the perspective you see. But first thing you will see is the hierarchy. So, the hierarchy contains the objects or the things which are in a scene. So scene is basically like a scenario or anything, or a level, yeah, or a round or something, So scene is just a scenario, okay. So it can be a different scenario. In fact, main menus also come in these scenarios. So and also this is a 3D tutorial. If you are on 2D, I'm sorry. You have to switch to 3D or you have to see another tutorial. I'm sorry, but this is a 3D tutorial. It is pretty easy. Don't be scared to switch to 3D. It's a myth that 3D is hard. It's easy, okay? It's not that hard. Okay, so again, you will see the hierarchy, which is the objects in a scene. You will see the project section, or more commonly known as the asset section. Here all your things will be stored. Like for example, a thing is not in a scene, but it can stay in an asset, in the asset section, because you don't want that in the current scene, but you might want to use that in some other scene, so it will stay in the asset section. There's another section on the right, which is the inspector. It it looks intimidating at first, but anything you select in the hierarchy, like I want to select currently the main camera, so the inspector shows up the properties of this whole thing. So there are many properties and things in this. So first is of course the name, the tag, the layer, if it is static or not, its symbol and all that. You can change every single thing. For example, you know, now I have this, or you can change it to anything. Whatever you want. So this is just a sign thing for it. Another thing is there are many different components, like a transform component at the top, a camera component, and an audio listener. So these components contain properties, and you can mess around with properties like the field of view, which is an amazing example. So field of view, you can of course change that to be really large or really tiny, like really tiny. So if you want to change any, like if you want to make a sniper scope, so you'll just change the field of view. It's that simple. So I'll keep it back to like a good, 60, for example. 72.8. That seems good. Okay, so where were we? Yeah. So this is the inspector, and in the middle is the scene view. So if you press right mouse button R and B in the scene menu, it will rotate your perspective. This is not the main camera, this is the perspective. And you can press WSD to pan around in this you know in this scene view. Okay. And the camera view is in the game section. It shows what the camera sees. So the eyes of a character, or in a third person game, it's the back of the character, right? So the camera, what the player sees is the main camera, okay, but what we see is the scene view, okay. So this is a lot today. In fact, I want to tell you two more things, the top these things. So this button is the play button. It will start the game, run everything, and just do everything. Okay, this will be like loading into a level and testing it. This pause is, pause between the level to check some things in the scene view. And yeah, this is not that necessary, I'll tell you later on. Then there are many different things here. I want to tell you about the some things which you can access from Q, W, E, and R. So these are different tools. So Q tool or the hand tool will pan your camera around, or the scene view around. Okay, the W key will give you the scale function. So I can scale the main camera, for example. Sorry, not the scale function, it's the move function. So you can just move the camera around. The E key will give you the rotate, and at the end the R will give you the scale. But main cameras can't be scaled. That is the sad part. Huh. So yeah, this is the basics, and I hope you to see the the next tutorial, which will be how to set up and how to code in C sharp using the Unity API. So see you there.